Hi, welcome back to Hawaii Turo. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad you did. So if you're wondering how you can grow your Turo business, maybe you never even heard of Turo and you're trying to how to make some money during these times, I'm going to help you with that with this channel. So on this channel, I go over my Turo life. I talk about tips, tricks, and stats every single Thursday. I would say hit that subscribe button and watch my videos. It will definitely help you to make some money. So let's get to this video. So this video is going to be about an update for my vehicle swaps from last week. And I'm going to talk about how do you pay for tickets and how do you find out if there's tickets on your cars, because it's a very big thing. And then I'm going to talk the outcome of some damage claims that I had to do in my last video. I had 3 last week. And at the very end, I'm going to talk about some new cars. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the paying for tickets. So this is a pretty big thing. This can definitely affect your bottom line. You know, people will drive your rental cars and they will get tickets. I mean, all kinds of tickets, you know, parking tickets, I mean, tolls and all that stuff. You know, you have to stay on top of that, man. If you only have one, doesn't matter. Even if you only have 1 car or 10 cars or 20 cars or 30 cars, like weekly, you need to be looking at whatever website, wherever your city, your state, and you can find out where there are tickets, you know, if there are tickets on your vehicles. That's something you got to stay on top of, because you only have 90 days to pay for tickets and tolls. After 90 days, Turo's not going to pay. That means you have to come out of pocket and pay yourself. I know it sucks. I learned the hard way on 1 ticket. You know, for a longest time, I never checked. I waited for the state to send something in the mail. And Hawaii, I mean, the mail, I mean, they send stuff in the mail. It takes forever. I mean, sometimes it can take 6 months for them to send the tickets. So you're just like, you're just out of money. 35, 40, sometimes it could be $100. It's just something that it can really add up. You got to stay on top of that, like every single week. I guarantee you can lose some money like that. It will definitely affect your bottom line. So the next thing is the outcome of my damage claim. So, you know, last week I had, you know, these damage claims. I had 3 damage claims, you know. So you know that I'm on the 85% plan. So, you know, obviously I work it out with the renter every single time. That is the goal, get them to pay, get them to use their insurance. But there was a problem, you know. I could only get 1 out of 3 to pay. 1 out of 3 to pay. So, you know, the yellow one, he gave me money like instantly. But the other 2 that messed up my Camaro, that messed up my white Mustang, they haven't paid. One, the Camaro, they actually Turo collected from them. They didn't want to pay me. They didn't even believe that they caused the damage, which whatever. And the other one, the white one, I don't even know. Like, I've been messaging them every single day and I have no idea. So I'm faced with this dilemma, which you probably, if you're on the 85% plan, you will more than likely be faced with this dilemma too. Do you come out of pocket and fix these damages? On the Camaro, my best car, I know, I love it, 2019 Chevy Camaro, damage is on the passenger side, like on the bottom. You can't really see it unless you're really looking at it. So I think that I'm just gonna leave that one. And then for the white Mustang, yeah, it's on the side, you can see it, but there's already so much damage on that car. I'm like, whatever. You know, I can get rid of that car at any time. I'm not really upside down in that car. You know, I've had it since January 2018. It's been 3 years on the platform. So I know if I get really irritated with that car, I will just sell it. I don't know what you would do. I mean, I have to believe that, you know, spending your own money to fix cars, that's not a good business model. You know, when I first started, or I'll say up until like a year and a half ago, I did pay to fix some cars, to paint, and you do not make enough money to do that. I mean, if you have to do that regularly, you need to switch to the 60% plan. As simple as that. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I mean, giving Turo 40%, it's like, it's hard. it's hard for me. And, you know, for me it is. To me, it's really, really hard for me to ever go to the 60/40 plan. I don't think I can. But maybe, you know, if you only have one car and you do this part-time, you know, maybe you're just looking to cover the car note, maybe, okay, in that case, maybe the 60/40 would work for you. But for me, you know, this is my main source of income. So I got to make as much money as I can. You know, I already have enough expenses as it is. You know, taking out another 25%, that doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. But that is a business decision that every single host has to make. I can only give recommendations. Okay. So the next thing is the horrible vehicle swap. So remember in my last video, and I said that, you know, if you try to do a swap before the trip starts, they would basically tell you to cancel, and they will send the renter an email, and hopefully they book. Sometimes they don't. And I told you that I had one, you know, they didn't book with me. They went with a Jeep. So basically I just lost like 5 days. I was like, you know what? I said in that video, never again. I am going to wait until the trip starts to do a vehicle swap. So I tried that a couple days ago, and I was like, okay. I called them up, and the guy, you know when you call Turo, it's somebody in the Philippines, and they sound like they don't even know what they're doing. They're like, it's like their first time doing it, and you're like, okay. This guy, I mean, I asked him, is this your first time doing vehicle swap? He says, no, I've been doing it for a year. I'm like, what? Like, you sound like you don't know what you're doing. But for what he was telling me, which really made absolutely no sense, is that they would block off both cars for the duration of the time. So it was 5 days. So for 5 days, both cars are blocked off. So that means I lose potential income on one car. So that's what's going to happen when you do a vehicle swap, which is outrageous, makes no sense. It is ridiculous. I don't understand it. So what I recommend, which is what I did, is just instantly just cancel that reservation, you know, instead of dealing with it. If it's only 1 day, maybe you can do it 1 day, but like on anything longer than like 2, 3, or 4, you're probably better off just canceling and just hope they book again if you have an issue with a car and you need to switch, because the vehicle swaps are horrible, and this will save you time of calling Turo customer service, because Turo customer service is horrible. I dread calling them anytime I have an issue. And if you have never called them, then just wait till you call them, and you will remember me, and you'll probably laugh, and just don't get frustrated. Just listen and just go with what they say. They always say they're sorry and thank you for calling, and they're probably got a smile on their face on the other side, because the pesos that they're making, that's, you know, they're making money for their family, which I've been to the Philippines, and yeah, the pesos that they're making is something for them. Here, absolutely nothing. So the last thing I want to talk about is I am looking to get some more Chevy Sparks. So, you know, my other video a couple weeks ago, I had that Chevy Spark, the 2015. I like that car. You know, it is a 4-seater. It's a little small compact car. I know I'm a big guy, but that little small compact car, I like. You know, I like it because I think it's easier to drive. It's easy to park. People are probably not going to damage that car like how they damage my Mustang, because they don't know how to drive them in such, you know, the long hood. That's another reason. And also the tires are small, so the tires are cheap. That's another thing as well. And of course, people are not going to drive a Chevy Spark like a Ford Mustang. You know, that's obvious. But the thing it comes down to is the cost. You know, my Chevy Spark, I don't know exactly where it's going to come out. Well, this month I didn't have it the whole month, but for the month of March, like, I have a lot of bookings already for next month. I think I'm going to have like a record March probably ever since I've been doing this business. And I can't wait to do those numbers in April. And obviously I can't wait to show my numbers for this month. This month's doing all right. That will be my next week's video anyway. But let's get back to the Spark. I said in there that the Spark will probably, I don't know, 1,900, and there's no car loan. Unlike the Mustangs, you know, they all have car loans, and I don't know, what am I doing, 12, 13, 14. So it's kind of like it's coming out to be the exact same, but I think with less stress. less issues, less people damaging my vehicles, because my vehicles are just getting damaged left and right. Like there's like no vehicle that I have that has like no damage. Like everything has something, from door dings to scratches. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's part of the game. You got to deal with it, you know, especially being on the plan that I'm on, so I can make more money. I mean, it's just the give and take. I mean, eventually I will be getting rid of a lot of my Mustangs, and I will be going to just sedans. Probably a lot of Sparks. I want to get at least 2 Sparks in the next 6 months. That's my plan. You know, I have 13 vehicles. If I get up to 15 vehicles, I think that's good. Get up to 15, and we'll see how that is. See how I can handle that, and then boom. But yeah, get ready for my next video. You know, that's my money video. That's my monthly stats for February, and I go, you know, I hit that in detail. But thanks for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button.